Hey, what it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all niggas, man. Hey, City Gang, we out. We out. Hey, I have a little video for us to react on, man. From Senegal to be filming. Yeah, so GANO is letting us see Senegal, you feel me? You know what I mean, nigga? I have never been in Senegal, so it is what it is, man. But anyways, let's see what's up, yeah.
Senegal, a country I visited.
This is what I like about GANO's video, man. Like, you see GANO, how GANO be like making his videos, like you cannot skip the video and go to another video. Like, I love how he makes his videos, you feel me? Nah, you go,
Several times. Because of this, I can't go in or out of my country, the Gambia, without stepping foot in this country. Yet, every time I visit, I leave feeling disappointed. But this time around, things were different.
Now I'm actually enjoying Senegal compared to before. You know, I think that is because now I stopped looking at Senegal like this is my grandfather's land, or you know, Senegambia, like we are one. I've stopped looking at Senegal that way. Now I look at Senegal like I look at Benin, or I look at, you know, Ghana, right? And since then I've been having a good time.
GG's, man.
The reason my past visits left me feeling disconnected was because I expected Senegal to feel like home. After all, we have so much in common. From our history, language, to food and traditions, we have more in common than not. In 1982, Senegal and Gambia came together to form the Senegambian Confederation. The aim was to unify the two economies, currencies, and militaries. But a few years later, the union dissolved due to concerns from Gambia about losing its autonomy and sovereignty. I think another reason why it failed is also because the Confederation lacked widespread support from the population of both countries. Even though the issue is far more complex today than it ever was, I just can't help but hope and pray that I'll get to see a united Senegambia, right? That would make so much sense. The major difference is one side was colonized by the French while the other by the British. That's what created this difference amongst us. That's why whenever I visit, I leave feeling otherwise. And I get reminded time and time again that borders actually do create differences. That frustration and disappointment built up over time. But as I traveled across Africa and faced similar challenges in countries and with people that look like me, that experience shifted my perspective about the continent and about the country that's closest to me, Senegal. Now, with an open mind and heart, I've come to love and appreciate this country for what it truly is. Instead of focusing on what's not perfect, now I see the amazing qualities of the Senegalese. Their hard work, their hospitality, their love for country, and their creativity.
Look at this road, man. Look at these buildings, nigga. I have this type of shit out here, man.
Dakar is a city full of life, a mix of old and new. A city rich in culture and creativity, a city of hustle. You can sense their love of art in every corner. From galleries to murals, Dakar is now a capital of contemporary art in Africa, attracting a wide range of creators, collectors, and art lovers from all over the world. When I visited in 2023, these two were in prison for their political stance. But today, they are the ones running the country.
His detention triggered violent clashes with protests in the country, the worst in years. At least 13 people were killed during the arrest.
The reason why there was a lot of tension and political unrest at the time was because the youth were not happy with Senegal's close ties to France and how previous governments prioritized French interests over their own. Now that they are in power, Senegal seems to be heading in a very good direction. The president has introduced reforms aimed at increasing transparency, reducing reliance on foreign influence, and prioritizing Senegalese interests. Sorry to interrupt this video. I just checked my analytics and I see that 90% of you that are regular viewers of this channel.
That's what I'm saying, gang. Like, this shit is crazy. Most of the people who are watching our videos, they don't be subscribing, gang. Even my analytics is like this, gang. Like, the non-subscribers watch my videos more than the subscribers, you feel me? And that shit is crazy, gang. Y'all need to support us, gang. We are here, like, grinding every day, man, giving you guys content to watch, you feel me? The least you can do is subscribe, gang. Join to the city gang, join to the GANO gang. Yeah, do something, man.
I actually not subscribed. Please, man, help me bring that number down a little bit. Let's take it to 80%, Click that subscribe button. Follow me on my social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. Yeah, and like this video, share it with your friends. Let's continue. One thing that surprised me is how I've grown to love the Senegalese national dish. This was a dish I didn't enjoy at all, even back home. I guess this is how powerful the mind can be when you allow it to embrace things. Coffee is part of the Senegalese identity, but this is not your regular coffee. This is Touba coffee, made with coffee and spices. It was introduced by the founder of the Murid Brotherhood, Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba. That's why the coffee is mostly sold by members of the Brotherhood.
Nah, GANO's camera quality, nah, I need some like this, but the camera is expensive.
Another thing I love about the Senegalese is their love for athletics. Sports are a significant part of life here. From their traditional wrestling, which has now grown into a major industry in Senegal, to their love for football.
Yeah, health is wealth, man.
This is my friend Carol, a creative who now calls Dakar home.
Yeah, I'm Carol from Switzerland. I'm a content creator and I work as a freelancer. It was never my idea to come here and live here. I came on vacation and I stayed. And for me, it's more the people and the support that you have and the community. They have a lot of ideas and projects and they just try. They are not afraid to fail. They just try, and when it works out, great. And when it doesn't work out, they try something else.
Win and lose.
And everyone is cheering you up when you have an idea. Nobody is telling you, no, that doesn't work. Everybody is like, let's try, let's do this together, and I'm here, I will help you. And that's why I stayed.
As I was walking around Dakar with Carol, we met another creative and we had a quick chat with him.
I'm maa ngi tudd Aziz Diallo.
lu tax nga dellu si waat Sénégal.
Lu tax ma dellu si Sénégal c'est parce que je suis un Sénégalais avant tout. Tukki neex na trop quoi, mais des fois il faut xam ñibbi si. Bon, j'ai vu que Sénégal il y a beaucoup de possibilités, beaucoup d'opportunités pour ñëw liggéey. Et moi je travaille, je viens pour travailler. Ragaluma liggéey quoi. J'aime bien mon métier, photographe, et j'aime bien mon pays.
Senegal has a rich history. Before European colonization, it was home to powerful West African empires, from the Ghana Empire led by the Soninke, to the Mali Empire led by the Malinke, and later the Jolof Empire led by the Wolof. That's why Senegal today is very diverse and rich in culture.
Fi nekk muy séeréer bi wolof bi joolaa bi ku ci nekk am nga sa culture boo xamante ne mën nga ko exposer te fierté la ñu wane loolu. Lu tax art bi dox parce que dafa am ñu bëri ñoo xamante ne jaar nañ fi lu mel ni Senghor il a beaucoup contribué par rapport à la culture, à beaucoup de choses. Sénégal, je sais pas, c'est magique.
non man lu ma seetlu. ndaxte daanaka léegi pays Afrique de l'Ouest yëpp dem naa si yëpp. waaye Sénégal laa gis ak Ivory Coast ñaari dëkk yi. waa réew mi dañ bugg seen réew trop. à part gouvernement sax waaye waa réew mi seen bopp dañ bugg seen dëkk dox.
dëgg la.
waaw xam nga adduna dafa am lu si am. réew du dox maanaam doomu aadama yi dëkk sa réew ma ñoom nooy dox parce que nit bu nga xamante ni xëyul gontul liggéeyul dara ba pare toog ni réew mi doxul maanaam moom si ñi tardeel réewam si la bokk maanaam réew moom ñi ko dëkke ñoo koy doxal ñi nga xam ne ñoo dëkk si réew mi ñoom nooy doxal réew mi pas ay gouvernement parce que lu mu yàgg-yàgg si àddina day am ñu jiitu rek am ñu topp si ñoom mais kenn ku nekk da nga war jàpp ni sa biir kër mooy Sénégal maanaam si sama biir kër man mooy Sénégal.
You know, one thing I deeply admire about the Senegalese is their pride and love for their country, which reflects in their stability and progress. Senegal is home to one of the continent's strongest democracies. It has a deeply growing economy and one of the most beautiful cities. It's also the only country in West Africa with Cape Verde that has never experienced a coup. If I were to describe the Senegalese, I'd say they share a lot in common with Nigerians, especially in their hustle and entrepreneurial spirit. You know, just like Nigerians, you'll find Senegalese people all around the world fearlessly seeking opportunities. What's even more inspiring is their desire to bring back the good things they've seen abroad to benefit their own country.
Yeah,
that mindset is something I truly admire.
That's why Senegal is developing. Good idea.
For those of you who have watched like my first Senegal video, you know, where I stayed in Medina and I was complaining about the rent and the cost of living in Senegal, well, now it's a little bit different. Now,
this time, I'm staying on Gore Island, a peaceful and beautiful spot right off Dakar.
This avenue is bad.
And can you believe it? I'm staying here for free thanks to a good friend of mine, Nabu. We met during my first trip to Senegal and now we are very close. By the way, if you plan on visiting Senegal either for short or long stays and you want to live in this house on the island, just reach out to Nabu through her company. She offers rental apartments throughout Dakar. And she's also into home staging and decoration.
No, this clip is bad.
In the description box below.
Hey, niggas.
One thing I always love doing when I visit a new city is tour its rich neighborhoods. On the first day, I toured with my friend Hamadi.
what's up, bro?
You good, huh?
And the day after that, I went with Nabu.
Look at the yachts, man.
I'm deep into ecology. These are things that matter to me. And at my place, oh my gosh, it's so
Green.
yeah. And I'm the only one that have birds' nests, you know,
Oh,
in
wow.
her garden. So in the morning, it's just beautiful.
We toured Mermoz, Fan, and Almadi. Some of these areas are home to prominent politicians, business people, and expats. Dakar has a lot of expats because the city is like an economic hub in West Africa, with United Nations offices and the West African Central Bank headquartered here.
Like Senegal is bad. Like different place, different type of buildings, different type of things. So, yeah, but I wanna go to Dakar though. I wanna go to the city.
Saint-Louis has quickly become my favorite city in Senegal. It's very lively and peaceful.
This place was the first capital of Senegal before it was moved to Dakar.
I never knew that.
This spot here is one of the best spots in St. Louis where the locals come to relax and take in the view. While there, I met two young men, as they like to be called, enjoying the scenery, and I had a quick chat with them as well.
nag ay mool lañu ay pêcheurs lañu si wàllum jën nag dañuy liggéey depuis ñu judd ba léegi nag bu nemee ba bàyyi géej léegi nag dañuy jëndal suñu bopp jën di jaayal suñu bopp Dakar du dëgg soo jëndee fii jën nga jël sa oto nga yëpp nga yóbbu Dakar nga jaay ko italien yi ñoom ñu exporté ko du dëgg en tout cas daal ñun si loolu la ñuy liggéey ndax daal li ñu xam daal mooy napp xanaa 80% yëpp ay pêcheurs lañu. Ndar moom vraiment dëkk bu rafet la macha allah amul dëkk bu mu yàlla ci Sénégal comme ni nga ko wax is very nice.
very nice waaw.
am na jàmm am na jàmm da ngay toog ba bu la neexee nga ñëw féexlu dem sa kër amuloo benn problème waaw. yow mi tey fii boo fi nekkee tey bu la neexee sax bul jënd lekk Ndar moom boo ñëwee moom teraanga la bu la neexee doo jënd ndékki doo jënd añ doo jënd reer bu ngoonee boo buggee foofu naan ñu yóbbu la ko fii moom Ndar kese la amul fa nekk.
Fluent shit. Customers.
The southern part of Senegal, Casamance, is a beautiful region full of culture and, of course, peace.
Hey, double video, man, guys, double video. Hey, you guys subscribe, like, turn on notification bell for more videos. We out.
Young gun don't want that back calling me splurge. Ride me jump right off the curb. Bentley Smurf fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third.